Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the investor presentation for the half year ending on September 24 of AV Products India Limited. As you can see, these are the numbers for the previous quarter. As of half year ended September 24, we have had a total income of 201.50 lakhs with a profit of 5.21 lakhs as against September 23, where the revenue was 240.41 lakhs and a profit of 14.84 lakhs. What you see on your screen is the summary of the financials for the last quarter. From this point onwards, we will be accelerating towards the last quarter of the current year. We wish to grow considerably over the next 2 quarters of 24-25. This is essentially the financial performance for the year so far up to the half year ending. We are more than happy to answer any questions if there are any by the attendees. You can unmute yourself or alternatively type it in the chat box. Zoom has a chat box right at the bottom corner. I repeat, we're happy to answer any questions. If there are any participants who have any questions, they can type it in the chat box or they can unmute yourself.
Yeah, hi. This is Varun. I have one question, couple of questions.
Yes, sir.
So we have
Please
raised
go ahead.
the preference capital, I think, last year,
Yes.
and we are showing lot of plans in the annual report. Like we are planning to have tie-up with the dental chains and also, I think, building the marketplace. So where are we on that?
So the marketplace is under development. So it's in a coding phase right now. And the agreement with the dental chain has already gone through. We already have an agreement in place. The dental chain is in the process of raising capital, which will be the source of expansion and therefore also business that will be
So,
uh,
so the
riding.
marketplace, you are saying like we are in the coding stage. So when we are going to implement this marketplace, so is there any plan to go live date you have decided for the marketplace?
So by the end of the next quarter, the coding should get over. So the project has been provided to a tech company. They are developing the solution,
Okay.
and the timeline from that should be the end of the next quarter.
Okay. And coming to the dental chain tie-up, so
Yes.
what is the role of AVI products in the dental chain tie-up? So this all the capex would be done by AVI products, or it would be only a trading kind of a tie-up where you will distribute the products and you will earn the margin.
So AV products will run the health center. So dental chain is one of the partners. The project here is to set up a healthcare center which will have multiple retail partners, starting with the dental chain because there the agreement is already through. We are also in conversation with a few diagnostic partners and a hearing aid provider. So these are outpatient services, typically products that are considered under the broad gamut of healthcare retail, which could be hearing, which could be physiotherapy, which could be diagnostics, it could be radiography, which could be scanning. So
What would be the source of revenue for AVI products?
the revenue would be the patient billing. So basically, the center will be operated by AV products, and the partners will be responsible for providing the treatment.
And who is going to take the leases for this centers? Like
The
AV
lease will be
products,
with AV products. Yes.
AV product.
So the
So,
center will be of AV products itself.
so what is the capex requirement you are planning to do for this expansion? Because we are a small company, like we have
Yes,
only I think 3 to 4 crores of cash in the balance
yes,
sheet.
yes,
So
yes.
what is the total capex and how you are going to fund this expansion
That
plan?
particular project details would not be, would not, it wouldn't be right to disclose that on a public platform like this. But yeah, I mean, we have sufficient capital to roll out a few centers, which will then fuel further expansion.
Okay. And my second question is on the current quarter performance. Like
Mm.
we are in the 1 quarter range from last few years. Like every quarter, I think sometimes we grow to 1.3 crores and then we came back to 90 lakhs. And the profit is also very nominal number. And
Yes.
if you see the performance of other dental companies like Dental Cart and other, they are going very fast. So what is the reason like why we are lagging and what is your thought process how we can like compete with the other competitors? Because
So we are in the process of development of
I'm
the
tracking
base.
your company from last I think 2.5 years.
Correct.
Yeah. So but I don't see any jump in the revenues and the profits. Although you people are doing lot of marketing and you are going to different places, you are different road shows you are doing, but there is hardly any expansion in the revenues
Yeah.
as well as in the profitability.
So we are putting in a lot of efforts in terms of developing the platform, and that platform should be giving us the growth in the coming quarters. So far, the growth has directly come in from the traditional business of dental trade and F&B services, which grows standard at a at 10 to 12% even as a market. So that is what we've been riding on so far. The real growth will come when the plans that for which the capital was raised will be rolled out on the basis of the platform as well as the healthcare centers.
Okay. And in the current setup, like we are distributing the Helix products, which is also a related party, and you people are directors in that company. So why can't we think of merging that company into a listed company? Because having so many related party transactions, if you see the margin also of AVI products, there is hardly any margin. We are working on 2-3% margin, and whenever there is a one-off expense, profitability certainly goes down. So any plans to merge this unlisted entity into a listed entity and have and create a big company instead of having 2-3 companies? So what is your
So
thought
there
on
are
that?
possibilities, but I mean, we don't know. I mean, as of now, there is nothing on the cards. Uh, there are multiple possibilities in terms of growth, and we are analyzing each one of them as we move towards, making the plans work. Current focus is largely on the tech platform as well as the healthcare sector.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for answering all the questions.
Thank you. Thank you. Any other questions from the participants? Since no questions are there, I hereby close this call for the highlights of the quarter for September 24. Thank you, and we look forward at the end of the next quarter in the financial year. Thank you.